everyone, Matt here with Pursuit Physical Therapy. Today I'm just going to teach you a very simple 10 to 15 minute yoga sequence to help with overall flexibility and strength. And it's a great practice to do first thing in the morning or at the end of your day to wind down your day, just to feel better overall body, mind, and soul. So to begin with, just take a nice seat. If you remove the flesh from your sitting bones out to the left and the right, this just gets you better grounded into the earth. And just softly close your eyes and take a few deep breaths in and out through your nose. Just on the inhale, finding length in your spine. And on your exhale, just letting your hips get heavy into the earth. And I always like to do kind of a mental scan from the top of my head down to my toes. Just notice how I'm feeling now. And just set an intention for a moment just to make yourself feel better, body and mind. And then once you've set that intention, open your eyes and you will slowly, just to begin with, come to hands and knees. And so I like to teach having your hands slightly wider than your shoulders and then curl your toes under. So it's like you're standing on your tippy toes. You'll press into the earth. This is just what we call cat-cow. So take a deep inhale. As you exhale, round your spine like an angry cat, looking back between your knees. And then on your inhale, keep your arms straight. Slowly drop your belly to the floor and gaze upward. And just move with your breath. Every exhale, you round your spine, maybe noticing if you can get your spine to go a little bit higher. And then every inhale, dropping your belly down to the earth, just creating some length and expansion in your chest. And just do a few more rounds of that here. So once again, exhaling, rounding your spine like an angry cat. And then on your inhale, dropping your belly down, slowly gazing up towards the sky. And then come back to center. And just move your tail from side to side, just moving your hips to the right and the left. Good. All right. Place your hands well, wrists a little wider than your shoulders, and then curl your toes under, walk your knees back 2 or 3 inches, and lift your hips to the sky for what we call downward facing dog. So try and look between your hands. Imagine there's a dot between your hands at the front of your mat. This will help with your neck and make your neck feel a little bit better. And put a little bend in both of your knees and bend your elbows out to the left and right. This next action is called isometric. So it's more of an action than a movement. So imagine pressing your hands down and hugging them towards your feet without moving them. This will just engage the muscles from your wrist up into your shoulders. And you can pedal your feet, so bend one leg, straighten the opposite. And after you've done this for a while, walk your hands back to your feet and then place your hands on your shins. So right here. And then slide your hands up halfway on your inhale to your kneecaps. Come up halfway, think of a flat back, try and look forward. And then exhale, fold forward, touch the earth. And then you'll place your hands on your hips and go with your breath, nice and slow. Inhale, slowly come up to standing, sweeping your arms up to the sky. And then exhale your hands to heart center. From here, you'll walk to the front of your mat. And once again, inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, touch the earth. And then step your right foot back into a lunge. Now from here in lunge, you're gonna find that isometric action again. So press your left foot down into the earth and then hug it back. But don't move your actual foot, just keep energy hugging back. And then straighten your back leg. And then coming up onto your fingertips, you'll find that rounding action we did in that cat crunch. And then just engaging the muscles toward midline. Take a few deep breaths here. And then on your inhale, when you're ready, rock your hips back, and then exhale, step to the front of your mat. Take a breath here for just a moment, and notice the difference from one leg to the other. You might feel kind of lopsided.
Now, we'll do the same thing on the second side. So step your opposite foot back. And just notice on the second side, one side always feels a little bit different than the other. One might be a little bit tighter. Tendency is if you're right-handed, the left side tends to be a little bit tighter, but everybody is different. So just notice, take a breath or two here. And then when you're ready, once again, inhale, rock your hips back, and then as you exhale, step to the front of your mat. Now that you've done both sides, just take a full deep breath. On your exhale, just fold a little bit closer to the earth. Notice you might be closer to the earth than you were before we did even both sides. Good. Once again, step back into a downward facing dog. Just once again, looking between your hands, just move your hips to the left and the right. Walk your dog a little bit. Notice the challenges. Notice any differences. One side might be lighter and longer than the other. Every time you do this practice, it's a little bit different. Good. Walk your hands back to your feet. And then place your hands on your hips. Slowly come to standing. Then come to the front of your mat. Once again, inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, touch the earth. And then from here, once again, step your right foot back into lunge. This time, walk your right foot even a little farther back. It's gonna feel uncomfortably long. And then drop your back knee down to the ground. And then keeping your back knee down, lift your foot up, squeeze your knee forward. This will take you off the top of your kneecap. Keep that action of squeezing forward and place your toes back down, toes curled under. So it's like you're standing on your tippy toes, so like that. Then, from here, walk your front foot forward. You might even go all the way off of your yoga mat. It's gonna be kind of awkward. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, rock your hips back and come up onto your front heel. Now you can lock your leg here, but I always suggest putting a generous bend in your knee. If you bend your front knee, this allows you to press your heel down and hug it back. This will get you a deeper stretch from your ankle up into your hip flexor. And if you round your spine like you're making that angry cat crunch, this just allows you to engage more. So just hug in. And a modification is if you have a yoga block, you can place the yoga block under your calf muscle at an angle, press down into the block as you hug your heel back. This is gonna get you the exact same stretch, but some people find this deeper, and they find a deeper stretch in doing this. But just take a breath or two here. And then if you're good here, stay here. Or if you're on your left foot towards the front of your mat, walk your hands to the right, and then you can shift your hips to the left. This is just a nice little hamstring opener and a hip opener when you go into the twist. And then when you're ready to come back to center, all you have to do is pick your foot up, step back into a tabletop position. And then I like to go into another down dog and just notice the difference from one leg to the other. You might feel a little bit longer on one side. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Place your hands on your hips. Slowly come to standing, sweep your arms to the sky. And then exhale your hands to heart center. Now we'll do the same thing on the second side. So walk your feet up to your front of your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, touch the earth. And then step your left foot back into lunge. And drop your back knee into the earth. Before you drop your knee to the earth, always try and walk your back foot a little longer. It's almost uncomfortably long. This will just give you more space so you're not on the top of your kneecap. And then keeping your foot down, or knee down, lift your foot up, squeeze your knee forward. And then keep that action of hugging forward. Place your toes back down, toes curled under. So it's like you're standing on your tippy toes once again. Then come up onto your fingertips, walk your front foot forward as far as you can go. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, rock your hips back. Ideally in this pose, if you want your second toe on your front foot to either go straight up to the sky, if not almost straight. And then again, bend your front knee deeply, press your heel down and hug it back. And if you need that modification, you can place your block on the tall setting underneath your calf muscle. So imagine you're pressing your calf muscle so much down into the block. If I were there, I could get the yoga block and try and pull it out. You wouldn't let me to pull it out under your calf. And then just rounding your spine deeply, stay here. Or as we did on the first side, you can create that modification by walking your hands off to the left and then shifting your hips to the right. Good job. Slowly inhale, come back to center, pick your foot up, and step to the back of your mat. Now, once again, coming into a down dog, now that you've done both sides, notice how your dog feels. It might be a little bit longer, might be a little bit happier. Good. All right. Drop your knees down to the earth, coming to again into a tabletop position. Now, from here, keep your right knee where it's at, and what I want you to do is pick your right foot up off your mat. You're going to take it off the mat like the kickstand on a bike and place it back onto your tiptoes. Then extend your left leg behind you. Come up onto your left big toe. Try and keep your toe in line with your hip. And then from here, shift your weight into your right hand. Take a turn to the left. And then place your left hand on your left hip. Then bring your left shoulder up to your ear and squeeze it back behind you, just creating length in your side body. And stay here, or lift your left leg up to the sky. And you can stay here or extend your left arm up to the sky and reach through your fingertips. And inhale, come back to center. And just wag your tail from side to side. Now we'll do the same thing on the second side. So with your left foot, keeping your knee down, take your left foot off the mat like the kickstand on a bike, extending your right leg back, coming up onto your big toe, and then shift your weight into your left hand, take a turn to the right. And then you can stay here or lift your right leg parallel to the earth. Now I know you can't really see my foot, but tendency is we want to go really high or really low. Think Goldilocks, not too high, or so not too hot, not too low, not too cold, just right. And then you can stay here or extend your right arm up to the sky. And everyone's gaze is different in this pose. You can either look up at your hand, to your fingertips, or you can look straight ahead, or you can look down at the earth. Whatever is the best for you. But then after you've done both those poses in about 3 to 5 breaths, come back to a neutral tabletop position, and then just swing your hips to the left and the right, just noticing the difference from side to side. And then from here, just come back into a regular downward facing dog and just make comparisons, noticing how this down dog feels to the very first one we did. Hopefully it will feel a little bit lighter and happier, but that is just a 10 to 15 minute warm up that you can do every day that will overall make your body feel really good to start your day out, or a great way to cool your body down at night before you get a good night's sleep. But this is Matt with Pursuit Physical Therapy, and I will catch you soon.